I'm Ryan.
I'm Danny.
And I'm Macy, and this is our podcast on poverty in the high country.
We are pitching our grant proposal to the Grant Acceptance Board team in order to secure funding to take better steps towards poverty alleviation in Watauga County and its surrounding area. Two well-known organizations, Farm Cafe and Watauga Habitat for Humanity, are extremely active in the area. Feed All Regardless of Means, better known as Farm Cafe, is a nonprofit pay-what-you-can community kitchen that builds a healthy and inclusive community. And Watauga Habitat for Humanity is a nonprofit housing ministry that seeks to provide decent, affordable housing to low-income Watauga County residents. In our opinion, these organizations lack funding and a strong advertisement program, specifically how there's only one farm cafe in the region, not counting community partnerships outside of Watauga County. And honestly, when is the last time you saw a commercial for either of these organizations on television or anywhere else in general?
Some big issues surrounding poverty in Watauga County are things like affordable housing, lack of non-seasonal employment, low wage to high housing costs, unemployment in general, and food insecurity.
Some evidence to support this is the average median wage in Boone, North Carolina. For a non-student, the average wage is $8.37 per hour, making the average yearly income for a 9-to-5 job out to be approximately $17,424. That seems like a lot of money, but for anyone who has ever owned a home or tried to balance a budget, that is barely enough money to get by alone, and by far not enough for a small family. When compared to the average property value of $268,000 in the region, that binds many people into a long-term mortgage and a low-paying job. With this in mind, about 79% of the population in Boone, North Carolina rents property, meaning 79% of the people living in Boone pay increasing rent prices in an increasingly expensive housing market, making $8.37 an hour. It might come out to be more expensive to rent, but many people cannot pay the upfront cost of a home in Boone, North Carolina, and therefore are forced to rent if they choose to not take on enormous amounts of debt.
As far as food insecurity goes, 18% of the population of Watauga County is food insecure, and 22.8% of children live in food insecure homes. That means 9,550 residents fall under the category of food insecure. At schools, 1,600 children are eligible for free and reduced school meals. However, only 79% receive free and reduced school lunches, 63% receive free and reduced school breakfast, and only 5% receive free summer meals. Another smaller issue that isn't really considered in our proposal, but it is an issue nonetheless, was that of a lack of non-seasonal employment. Boone is in plain terms a tourist-based economy, meaning that much of their job opportunities in this area are low-paying seasonal jobs like ski lift operators. While those are great part-time jobs for people like college students, it is no way to make a living for a family. And I think this fact in particular helps shed some light on why it seems like Boone makes a lot of profit every year, but its full-time residents still continue to suffer and don't reap those same benefits.
A major effect of unaffordable housing specifically is gone into depth by Todd Carter, the Director of Development at Hospitality House of Boone. He told the Mountain Times that Boone's own Hardin Park Elementary had 45 homeless kids enrolled in classes during the 2013 school year. He also goes on to say, "You have to go out Highway 421. You see it at night driving from Ashe County. You see these flashlights and candles flickering in abandoned houses and barns. It's right in front of your face. An increasingly unaffordable housing structure met by a stagnant workforce makes homelessness much more prominent in any area, not just in Watauga County. 45 homeless children enrolled in classes at just one of the elementary schools in the county is completely unacceptable."
Another effect of poverty is that people go hungry. The Mountain Times wrote about who, in particular, poverty is affecting the most. It says, "The impact of poverty and food scarcity has also been felt further down to the most innocent of victims, children. This is especially upsetting because the children are the next generation. They hadn't even gotten a chance to live before major life issues such as food insecurity became something they needed to worry about.
Our major steps to help solve these problems is that we're looking to allocate money and resources mostly between Farm Cafe and Watauga Habitat for Humanity. We would like Farm Cafe to receive enough money and that they can turn into a chain somewhat. Because we really like what they do as an organization, but there just aren't enough locations to really feed a lot of the hungry population. Their only location is on King Street, which does provide affordable meals to many people in the county, but there are still plenty of people that could really use a place like Farm Cafe out towards places like Avery County. As far as Watauga Habitat for Humanity, we would really like more advertisements on everyday television, whether it's just a local partnership or something bigger. There are quite a few people out there that either don't know about what they do, how they do it, how to get in contact, or even how to donate. And we love what Watauga Habitat for Humanity does, but the issue of affordable housing needs to get put in everyday people's faces every day in order for progress to be made. We would also like Watauga Habitat for Humanity to use some of their money just for resources in general, so they can build more homes and also to hire some more full-time employees to keep job sites moving on slow volunteering weeks.
With your help, we can also give some of the funding to the local public schools to allow more students to have an opportunity to be fed without having to go to places such as Farm Cafe or other inexpensive places to obtain food. With the funds, the local public schools can give out more food to their eligible students for free and reduced cost school meals to help them have more options for nutritional food. This will help improve students' chances in school since they would be less hungry and could possibly give them the opportunity to eat more meals per day. With students being less hungry, they could improve their grades in school as a result as well.
As far as a cost-benefit analysis, I don't really think that there is much to say as far as whether or not the benefits outweigh the costs. All the uses of the money that we are requesting are strictly to help build a better infrastructure for both Farm Cafe and Watauga County Habitat for Humanity, so that we help them help even more people. Even if it weren't to go well and the money wasn't utilized in the best way possible, both organizations would still have more resources to do things like lower prices even more than they already are and help increase the stock that both of these organizations hold on to. So basically, if our proposal didn't go as planned, there would still be benefits coming from it.
Kind of just to sum things up, we are looking for money and resources to allocate between Watauga County Habitat for Humanity, Farm Cafe, and somewhat local schools. We're requesting both in order to help build a better infrastructure amongst these organizations to help alleviate serious poverty and food insecurity concerns in Watauga County.